So you're still thinking of me.
I'm Annie and I'm a female athlete.
Hi, my name is Cassie and I'm a female athlete.
I'm Christina and I am a female athlete.
My name is Emily and I'm a female athlete. My name's Ava and I'm a female athlete. What sports have you played?
I've played soccer and I ran track in middle school.
In the past, I have ran track and I have also played soccer, but currently I play softball. The major sports I've played are softball and baseball, cheerleading and dance, and I've done track and field.
I play soccer and I do track and field.
I did gymnastics and I am currently doing track and field.
So I've done a lot of sports in my life. I did soccer when I was really young for like about 5 years. And then I did basketball for the majority of my life. I quit when I was in like 9th grade, and then now I do like horseback riding. I do it for like I like work in a barn like 6 days a week, and I ride like 2-3 days a week and work with students, so that's fun.
How did you get into sports? I think I got into sports because it was just a fun thing to do, and my parents wanted me to play sports, so.
Well, when I was younger, my dad and grandpa coached my soccer team, and so I've just been playing soccer ever since.
Well, I started playing soccer when I was like younger because my mom was the coach of the team and she wanted me to have an activity to do outside of school.
My parents put me in them because I had too much energy.
Well, both my sisters, mostly one of my sisters, like they've always done sports, and my dad's always been like a sports guy.
I got into sports because my dad really enjoys baseball and my sister started doing baseball first, and my dad was actually the coach of the t-ball team in my town, so then I naturally went into it, and then we started continuing playing baseball for the next few years, and then as we got older we moved on to softball because that was kind of like what girls did. Like after a certain point it was move on to softball, and then I played softball like through elementary school, and then I stopped, and then I met a friend in 7th grade and I was able to get back into softball, and I played that for a couple of years. Then I decided to quit, and then I did track and field the year after, and from there I have not done it this year, and I did cheerleading all through middle school, and I did dance also in middle school and elementary school. Do you ever hear comments about being a girl in sports?
Not a lot in real life, but I see it sometimes on social media where it's like girls like aren't as good at sports as guys are.
I haven't really heard comments about it recently, but when I was younger, I remember that on like my co-ed soccer team when I was younger, like the boys would always be like, oh, the girls are so much slower than us, like we should play more than them, and I was just like, what?
I heard a lot of comments, but when I was younger in like elementary school and me and my sister were both on the baseball team, there were a lot of comments about, oh, like you guys can't be in baseball. Baseball is a boys' sport and softball is the girls' sport. Like you need to play softball if you're a girl, and you need to play baseball if you're a boy. And until that point it was kind of co-ed and there were a lot of girls and boys on the team, but I felt a lot of pressure to move into softball because it was more of a girl sport, and I feel like I was a little upset when I had to move to softball because baseball was kind of what I grew up on, so it was kind of like new rules, new this. And in track and field also last year when I did it, I was a thrower for some of it, and for throwing you kind of had to be stronger, so some of the coaches were like, well, you're obviously not going to be as good as the boys